Hello everyone and welcome to day 72 of the Old Testament, and we today finish Leviticus. Don't cry. If you hear any strange noises in the background today, I have my daughter just off camera and I've asked her to be quiet, but she's 2.5, so we'll see how that goes. Let's just start by going to the very end of the passage today, and we've got this whole thing about redeeming what is the Lord's. Now, just to say that God nowhere requires that God's people make these special sacrifices or these special acts of devotion to him. He never asked that of them, but what this passage is saying is if you're going to do that, take it seriously. Respect God and honour him to the extent that if you're going to go out of your way to do this, then you've got to follow that through. But then, now let's go back, and yesterday's reading, which I didn't touch on, had this whole amazing passage about what happens when God's people obey him, when they are faithful to him and all the things that he's required of them. God says there's going to be certain blessings as part of that covenant agreement. They're going to see, I've characterised them as 4 P's. One's a bit tenuous, very tenuous. Okay, first of all, provision. Second of all, peace. Third of all, multiplication. Bad. And the fourth of all, and most amazing, his presence. So first of all, provision. Rain is going to fall when it's meant to fall. Crops are going to come in when they're meant to come in. Second of all, they would know peace and security. Third of all, multiplication. They're going to increase. They're going to keep growing in number. And then amazingly, God says, I'm going to walk with you. That's the same language that was used in Genesis, where Adam and God would walk together in the cool of the evening. He says, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to walk with you, sorry. And God's saying, this is what's going to happen. You live the way I've asked you to live. You're going to see these 4 things. If not, and that's where we come on today, there's a punishment for disobedience. This language to us seems very, very harsh, but actually it would be very normal. Hold on 1 minute, darling, wait a minute. This is very normal as part of what in this ancient culture would have been used to, that when 2 nations make a peace treaty, the list of, if you don't follow the agreement we've just made, certain things are going to happen to you. And there's going to be a punishment, but the amazing thing is, it's not punishment for anger's sake. It's like, I'm cross, therefore I'm going to do this to you. It's punishment in order to correct. It says in chapter 26, verse 23, all of this is happening so that. And we get the so that later on in verse 40, where he says, but if you turn, if you remember, if you confess, guess what? I'm never going to walk away from you. You're always going to be my people, and I'm always going to be your God. What an amazing thing, that knowing full well just how much his people are going to reject him, how much they are going to walk away from all the things he's calling them to. He says right there, I'm going to remember you. I'm going to keep calling you to my mind. I'm going to keep you in my heart. I'm going to be your God, and you're going to be my people.